So, let me get the self-indulgent YouTuber bullshit out of the way. This is, if my math is correct, my 200th piece of content, if you count everything from my website and everything I've posted on YouTube. It's over 200 if you count Nerd Rant Series 1, or if you count various promos or other things that I've made that I don't count. Not bad for a project I started nearly 4 years ago that people told me would never become anything and that I'd give up on in 6 months. Fuck those guys, I hope they somehow get typhoid. Anyway, back to doing what I do best. Pissing people off with angry humor that they take way too seriously. This is a story from sometime last year. I was at the gym, working a lat or something, and after the workout I went to the locker room where a couple of meatheads were discussing the Toronto Maple Leafs game that night. And by discussing, I mean grunting words at each other. Bro, what was the score of the Leafs game, bro? Man, bro, it wasn't fucking good, bro. We lost 8-1. We lost 8-1? Bro, that's fucking embarrassing. How the fuck can we lose 8-1? And then he punched a locker. First off, what's embarrassing is that fucking reaction. And second, you didn't do a goddamn fucking thing. You were in a gym in London, Ontario, lifting heavy things and then flexing and looking at yourself in a mirror. At best, if they played at home, that guy was around 200 kilometers or 124 miles away from the arena. Of course, I didn't tell him these things because I didn't want his roid rage unleashed on my much smaller body. This guy was a tank and he beat up a locker just because his favorite hockey team lost, so being told he was a fucking idiot probably would not have put him in the best of moods. But he was a fucking idiot. I've heard all the arguments before. Yeah, but we support the team. We're part of it. Doesn't matter that we're not actually physically playing the game. In fact, without us, there wouldn't even be a team. Which makes my argument for me. Your contribution to the team is money. You are a dollar sign to them. You represent either physical dollars coming in or eyeballs that advertisers can sell their goods and services to, either in the arena or on television through ads. That is your only real contribution to the team. The rest is nonsensical sentiment. The players don't give a fuck if you think they're doing a great job or not. They don't give a shit. They tell you that they do, because that will result in you giving them more of your money. But they do not fucking care, not one bit. So essentially, when McDonald's introduces a new product, I should say, did you see the new spicy McRib Colon Buster we just released? Because I'm part of the McDonald's team because I give them money for a product from time to time. Man, we're really dropping prices at Walmart. Fuck, we're making some great pop at Coca-Cola. You understand how ridiculous this sounds, right? But this is what you do. Of course, I don't work for McDonald's, Walmart, or Coca-Cola, and I had nothing to do with anything that they do. And in the same way, you're not part of your favorite sports team. Of course, they're happy for you to say we. In fact, they help create these ridiculous feelings. They call their fans the Nation, or give you a stupid little fandom name. It's Leafs Nation. You're not just part of a team, you're part of a community. A whole fucking nation of mouth breathers throwing their money at the team, buying their merchandise, and going to see the games live. I saw this the other day. Not fans. 20,949 teammates. Fucking nonsense. If they thought of you as teammates, they wouldn't try and take your money every chance they get. The players would play for reasonable amounts of money, upper middle class wages, they'd drop ticket prices and merch prices, and the owners and players would scrape by on a measly 60 to 100K a year. But imagine this. Imagine that money wasn't a thing. Imagine a society where people were no longer motivated by money. Everything you needed would be provided to you, plus a few extras, as long as you were providing some sort of labor or service. And if you weren't, you would be taken care of, but at the most basic level. You wouldn't get the luxuries that those who actually work would get to enjoy. Of course, this is essentially the dream version of communism before it gets corrupted by people, because people corrupt everything. But imagine this world exists. In it, people would still want to play sports, because not everyone's going to want to be a fat, lazy husk. And the very best athletes would play at the highest level. And they would play simply to be the best, for the glory of winning, because money is no longer important. They already got whatever they need. These athletes wouldn't give a shit if 1 million people watched them play, or if one person watched them play. It wouldn't matter. You, as the fans, are no longer part of the equation because money is no longer part of the equation. They wouldn't care if you're happy that they won because they are happy that they won. So then you might say, but if they're playing to entertain one person, their job is pointless, so they still need us. Their job is already pointless anyway. They play a game that doesn't affect the world in any way for the amusement of others who can't play the game as well. If you were to get rid of all athletes, society would be fine. There are so many other forms of entertainment already. It wouldn't be like getting rid of doctors or something. As a society, if hockey, football, baseball, basketball, etc. didn't exist, we'd be fine. Athletes' jobs are less important than, say, a garbage man. And I'm not taking a shot at sanitation workers. A garbage man's job is so much more important. If they didn't exist, there'd just be fucking garbage everywhere, and we'd have more disease and shit. If American football didn't exist, nothing would be different, other than I guess some dumb kids probably wouldn't get scholarships to colleges for being large and fast, and some nerds in denial wouldn't be able to play their little sports Pokemon game. RG3, I choose you! And if what the rest of the world calls football didn't exist, Europeans would just have to find some other reason to beat each other with whiskey bottles. But I get it. People enjoy watching sports, and that's fine. Enjoy it. But don't say we won, or we lost, or we just got such and such a player. You did not affect the outcome of a single sporting contest. You were not involved in the financial or personnel decisions. None of the players heard you yell your ever so helpful advice of, "Come on guys, defense." If this still doesn't make sense to you, try actually accomplishing something for yourself. It's amazing, it feels really good, trust me. Give it a go. Once you've done so, you'll realize the difference between an actual achievement that you took part in and one made by other people that you had fuck all to do with.